Welcome to Jasper. I'm your trainer Jasper. This one is going to be a motivational video that you're setting right now. Now, this is it. What happens when you're working out and you don't seem to be seeing any changes? This is a video for you. Like, let's say you're a lady that you have that fat around here. You know, that's the problem that most of you ladies usually have. And around here, you have cellulites, too many of them, down almost down to your calves. You have so much fat here. For a guy, maybe you're having man boobs, you have pot belly, you're trying to have some six pack, you're trying to build some muscles, and you have been working out. This is not a video for you if you have never been working out. This is a video for you if you've been working out, you've been checking your diet, and you seem not to be seeing any change. I know that is very heartbreaking because I've been through that before. I've been in that situation before. There was a time when I was super skinny and I tried to change how I looked. People used to bully me. I had friends who used to bully me, who used to look down on me. And I got to a place where I thought that I needed to do something about it. And I started working out. And I was working out, but there's nothing. I wasn't seeing any change. I wasn't seeing so much change. I wasn't really seeing so much change. I was just, every time I looked at the mirror, I could just see myself skinnier. And anytime I could add any weight, it was the weight I didn't want. It was fat. So for a moment I was like, sometimes I could even feel like giving up. But I kept going. I don't know, for just some weird reasons I just kept going. For some weird reasons I just kept going for. It was like for months, for years, I just kept going. I wasn't seeing so much change. And I think one of the reasons I wasn't seeing so much change is because I'm so familiar with myself, maybe. So I'm seeing my body every day and I could not tell. And then suddenly I started getting compliments from people. I did not change anything, mark you. I never changed my workout. I never changed my eating habits. I never changed a thing. But after 2 or so years, I started finally getting extra attention from people. Like, I could see ladies that never used to give me attention suddenly were giving me attention in my classroom. I could see guys who never respected me started giving me some weird respect. It was started feeling some type of way. Then I couldn't stop and ask myself, what's happening? Because I can see these people are suddenly so nice to me. What's happening? What has changed? Then it hit me so hard that I was looking different. Because suddenly I could see some six-pack. Though, there's a time I used to have such six-pack, but very skinny. But not this time I was seeing six-pack, but you know when you have a six-pack and you have a very well-developed shoulders and a nice chest, they show more. Because you see this part when it's in front, this part is behind, it shows you have biceps. Rather than, if all this place is flat, you should look more of skinny rather than fit. So, the six-pack made me look skinny before, but this time now they're making me look sexy, more aesthetic for lack of a better word. Then, for this, now, you know, when you start having that result, that starts showing, you find yourself having the morale and the psyche to continue going. So at least you're having a reason, because at least you're trying to see the results. So I started going to the gym more. Not this time, no, I used to do this. I never used to work out at the gym. I was just working out at home, doing my stuff at home, doing push-ups and sit-ups. But now I was like, I got motivated now to start looking for money and start going to the gym, because where I come from, you're not rich, and affording a gym is not something that is easy. It's not for everyone. So I pushed myself. I started working at a car wash just to be able to afford the gym. So I did that. I started going to the gym, and I was getting more attention. But now I got to a place where I started comparing myself to other people who were bigger than me, the people, the internet influencers. And they used to look sexier than me, and I was like, I stopped seeing myself as good looking anymore. So without all that psych, sometimes I could stop. And anytime I could stop for some times, when I got back to interacting with people, I could see some people who saw me for the first time, who were not used to me, could start giving me less respect. So some people start trying to bully me again. Then I got to realize that sometimes when you're not working out, or when you're working out and you are getting those results that you might not be seeing because you're seeing yourself all the time, just know, number one, that sometimes I think that there's no progress that is going on, and in real sense there's so much progress, only that you're not seeing. Sometimes the progress is there, you're just not seeing it. The fact that Jim Rohn says this very many times, that the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Just the fact that you're not seeing that you're growing doesn't mean you're not. And I came to realize this anytime I could stop working out. Anytime I could stop working out, people started telling me that, oh, nowadays you're small. What happened? Why have you shrunk? And I started noticing that, okay, so when I work out, I don't look as good as I want. But when I stop working out, I look worse. So which one is better? I can as well work out, not get what I want, but at least look better. So I started working out, moving on, going on with it. And I go to a place where I can say that, not satisfied, but very happy with my body. And through all this, I just learned something. That if the reason why you're working out is to look better and you're not looking as good as you want, you should also look at yourself and compare yourself with, you're comparing yourself. That means, okay, let me digress. If you're working out, if you're following your diet, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not seeing the person you want to see. You're seeing somebody better because there's that picture you have in your mind of the person you want to look like. Don't just think about that, because that is still comparison. And you said that comparison is the thief of all joy. You start comparing yourself to the person you want to become, which is a good, because that gives you a goal. It will make you depressed sometimes because you might think you're not making progress. But you should stop for a moment and then ask yourself, where could I be right now if I hadn't been working out for the past 6 months, for the past 1 week, for the past 1 year? How could I be looking right now? And chances are, if you're a lady and you think you're overweight right now, chances are that if you stop working out right now, you're going to be much, much more overweight. You're going to be obese. You're going to move from overweight to obese. I can assure you of that. If you're working out and checking your diet, and you think you're overweight right now, and you think you're looking bad right now, if you stopped, because you can as well choose stopping, because what option do you have? If you want to look at yourself and feel bad and look at yourself and, the other people look better than you, it's okay. But if that's what you have right now, what option do you have? Is the option stopping? But if the option is stopping, I can show you of that option that the result is going to be this. You're going to look worse. You see? So, and you're going to get to a place where you're going to be telling people that, guys, there's a time I used to work out. I see those guys all the time. I used to look better. You'll be showing people the pictures on your phone of how you used to look nice. And now you start comparing yourself with the worst that you are at that time, you will be at that time, with the at least the good which you are at that time you're seeing as bad, which you looked when you're working out. I don't know if I'm making sense. So, sometimes you'll give up many times. Many people give up many times because they compare themselves with the person they want to be. But that's not, the person you want to be is not for you to compare yourself with, it's for you to aim at. The person you really need to compare yourself with is the person you could have been if you were not doing it. Or the person you are yesterday. And if the person you are yesterday is the person you are the same right now, then chances are that today you could have been worse than you were yesterday when you're not working out. Because as days go, you could be getting fatter, you could be getting skinnier if you are skinny. So, I just want you to know that if you're not seeing the change in you, just think of the change that could be happening if you aren't doing whatever you're doing right now. If you cannot see you looking better, ask yourself how worse you could be looking if you're not doing all these things, if you're not doing these workouts, if you're not doing these push-ups. Because sometimes you can be looking at yourself and then you're comparing yourself to me. Then you're saying that, I'm not having a six-pack like that guy, I'm not having a body like that guy. But wait, at least you're not having like me, but you're having like you with whatever you're doing. So if you stop doing whatever you're doing, how worse you could be looking? You could not even be comparing yourself to me. At least, now that you're working out, you can compare yourself to me, which is okay. You should be having the stars to aim at, so that at least if you hit the moon, if you land at the moon, you'll be somewhere close to it, right? I don't know, there's something like that quote or whatever, but you get what I'm trying to say. So, I don't know how to put this across, because this is something that I really went through, and I just want you to stand up. If you're somebody who has just stopped working out because it's discouraging, you're doing everything but you're not seeing the change, then think about the change you're avoiding, the change of you looking worse that you could be going through right now if you aren't working out. I want to repeat this thing because I don't know if it's getting into your head, because you have a choice. You can as well choose not to continue. You can as well choose not to do this. Many people have chosen that because it's the easy way out anyway. It's always easier to quit. It takes no energy to quit, by the way. But what if, you remember that story? There's this story, if you guys have heard, there's this story of this guy who was mining gold, who bought a land and started mining gold. Then he went and even got a loan, by the way, to get equipment to mine gold, because he was told, this place you've got, there's so much gold inside here. Then after mining, he got to a place that he got tired. He was like, this guy is like, it's like this guy is lied to me. Then he went and stopped and started something else. Then there was a guy who I think was smarter, who came back and I think assessed the land again and found out that there's still gold inside here. This place that this guy abandoned, there's still gold here. Then he went to that guy and he bought the same equipment from this guy. Like, hey bro, give me this equipment of yours because they're lying around here and they're getting rusted. And I can as well use them to try looking for wherever you did not find the gold in that land of yours. So the guy sold him the land and sold him the equipment, and this guy went and started digging. And guess what? The gold was just 3. He did not start a new place, just continue digging the same gold that this guy was digging. And this guy did not even go for more than 3 inches, and the gold was there. 3 feet, and the gold was there. He found the gold. So sometimes when you start giving up, maybe it's just when that you're just about to start. The progress is just about to show, just starting to get that momentum. Maybe you're just giving up when you're just about to get there. So don't give up. At least when you don't give up, you stand a chance. Because maybe it's not a guarantee. You say that this life, you never know, things happen, shit happen, you can die, anything can happen to you that can cause you not to get to where you want to get to. But when you quit, you don't stand any chance. If you continue, there's a chance you might, there's a chance you might not, but I assure you that there's a very, very humongous chance that you are going to. You see? So what I can tell you is, if you get to that spot, that you are not seeing that change, think of the change that is happening for those who are not doing it, going backwards. Because in this life, you're either moving twice. There's never not moving. Everything, they say that every matter is moving. It is either moving forward or backward. There's no matter that's ever relaxed. So you should ask yourself that if whatever I'm doing is not giving me change, I can as well improve it. Just think in that line, but don't think of quitting, because if that's the option you have, good luck with that. Let me see you in the next one.